guys can vote with whoever you cheer for. Just put your flag, just put the name of the country in chat. Over here, I don't know where to go. France has been in top 3 for both events, right? For both TSCC events. We're not gonna have a third place decider, so I feel like France is gonna win this one just by their history, whereas England has never gotten that far, right? They've not won into the finals before. And up against France, it's a tough team. I mean, they did beat Canada after all, right? The Canada was a very tough team. I don't know if you saw them. One of the fastest teams on 2-3 different maps, right? But 2-3 different maps compared to a whole map pool of knowledge, right, is a big difference. I feel like England, although they do stand a chance and they'll make it close, I think France will win it 4-2. I feel like that's my prediction.
I would say France would be the favorite in this one, but I will root for Mango's lads over there. Just to give a bit of a counterbalance. Also that, and just, I want to see England get into the finals of one of these. Just to see new people come in, all these, there's plenty of players who are practicing day and night, right? Just to get better at the game in general, right? Not necessarily for competition, but just for the sake of being better. And I don't know, I would love to see the English team just pull through, right? They already took out one of the French teams. Let's see if they can do one more.
So, on this map, the French, extremely good. They are about 2/10 faster pace-wise on this map than the English, and although the English know how to do top 30 times on this map as their PBs, Anixhammer is in top 10, is able of doing very, very nice times on this. 28.5 is his PB. Meanwhile, the English, their PBs, you can see Bozbez with a 28.6. So it is a small difference, right, in the grand scheme of things. But on a map this short, if you don't have the pace that, I mean, the other players do, you just can't do anything, right? And remind me, who's on this French team? Is everyone in this match? I don't think everyone
so.
Right?
People are in, but people are not quite in the same spots. It's we're gonna do a quick restart from what I can tell.
All right.
So hopefully this all gets sorted. I think Leo's on the wrong side, yeah.
So Anixhammer, Kerberos, and Volnera for sure are on the French team, right? And well, those two names, Kerberos and Anixhammer, are in top 25 for this map. Pretty crazy to say that. You see Bozbez is at 35, and then where is Volnera? I don't see him on this map, actually.
It's in the server right now.
He's in the server. Oh, okay, 76. There you go. With a 28.76. Oh, perfect.
Oh. 76. I like it.
76. That is just as you like it, right? Perfect coinky dinks. Perfect little coinky dinks. Yeah, though England, I think they're going to struggle a bit on this map compared to the French. Idol, I don't even see him in top 150. Bigley, I saw him in the lower 100s. 102 with a 28.79. And Leo. Did I see Leo? I feel like I did. I have. He's 34. He's actually faster than Bozbez on this by doing a 0.688. There you go. So Leo and Bozbez pretty good on this one. But so are Anixhammer and Kerberos. Mika as well is pretty good on this, and I do believe Sappy is playing as well. So, yeah, both teams are stacked.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see who they're gonna field for this one then. I am not sure if this is a France pick. I didn't quite check that. I don't want to tab out to cause lag. I don't want to cause lag. All right.
All right. So, should we put ourselves on the side of who we believe shall win? I'm just gonna change team over to the red side.
Oh, are you doing that? All right,
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm already on the right side. All right.
I'm a traitor to the English.
Wow, like imagine.
Français, moi je parle le français.
See, it's fake French people, these Canadians, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. No.
I was colonized by the French. What do you mean? Why do they call it the Netherlands when they have no land whatsoever? It should just be called the Netherlands.
We live underwater, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pineapples everywhere.
You guys live underwater.
Yeah.
The damn Quebecois, of course.
I think everything is good now.
To go, though. Shall I give it to you for the first round, good sir?
Let's do so indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first semifinals of the Trackmania Country Championship Fall 2021. England versus France happening right here, right now. And as we get started on Fall 07, we see all the players very close together, but it is in favor of the French at the moment. Alexander and Kerberos leading the charge. Bosbes quite a bit behind, while Idol and Leo try to catch up to the two French players. But in fact, Volnera actually coming in as well. And we kick things off with an ace for the French.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna come to expect here. Bosbes, though, was pretty up there until he crashed into that wall. That 180 turn is pretty hard to do, to be fair. To do it as cleanly as possibly as you can. It is pretty tough to do. Bosbes in the lead here with Volnera up to the second checkpoint. Let's see if anyone else crashes here right off of the start. Right now, it's in favor of the English. Volnera is behind Bosbes and Leo, who are leading 1 and 2, but Volnera will overtake Bosbes, and Anixhammer just slightly behind. Will anyone crash the finish? No one will. Bosbes, though, he will only get third. Volnera will steal it away. The high 28 really coming through here for practically everyone. Everyone has the pace, and that's a win for the English.
Quick change. I think it's... Let me try this. There you go.
Quick change.
Yeah, again, we've been working on the technical difficulties from yesterday, and hopefully this will make things a bit smoother. I was looking at the stream, and I wasn't liking what I was seeing, so hopefully this will be a bit better. You let us know if things are a bit off. Yeah, no, I gotta keep my eye out, right? I gotta keep my eye out. I'm not producing today, though, so no worries about Steam sounds.
Yeah, that's not your worry this time. Kerberos and Anixhammer are 1 and 2. Can they keep it that way? Yes, they can. That is a win once again for France. They're looking very strong on this map, but the British could upset on this one.
I mean, they've taken 1 round so far, right? So
yeah,
it's definitely possible. Hopefully, I'm hoping for the back and forth, right? Hoping for the back and forth. It's 07. It's a very short map, and honestly, it could go either way. From what, you know, the 2 points that I would say things could go wrong is on the tarmac corner coming up right here, and the ending, the jump right there. Those are the 2 major pain points happening here and there.
Anix got that perfect.
He got in great, and you can see right there in first place as well. Kerberos cutting a bit more on the inside on that plastic corner. And it's a bit of a photo finish between the 2 French, but it will be Anixhammer taking the number 1. But regardless, that is still a round win coming in for France.
Oh man, the stream is a bit laggy according to some people, so maybe a small fix could be in order. If
we can look into the future, guys. All right, we can look into the future. You don't understand. You just don't understand.
So right now, heading into the second checkpoint, Leo and Bosbes leading over Kerberos and Volnera as Anix dies out. So does Leo, he clips. And so Volnera and Kerberos 1 and 2, and Bosbes has to fight up against both. He needs to come in first place because Leo and Idol are 4th and 5th currently. If he gets first, he'll win the round, but he can't do it. Everyone does not get a 28, so no one with a 28.
No 28.
Damn, that is not English, what I just said there. Everyone not getting a 28. That is not English.
I can't delay my reactions. This is very, very true.
Delay your reaction?
They're off. That's right. They are off and just went through the first check. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that one. Regardless, as we are driving, you do see 2 of the players fly out. 1 on the English side, 1 on the French side. So we're just left with Leo, Kerberos, Idol, and Alexander at the moment. With Leo in the lead and Idol in 3rd. That could prove beneficial for the English team right now. The French team is on map point, but as we move forward, we do see Alexander actually catching up and bringing in the number 3, and with Nera and number 5 with that. That is the first map going to France.
Alright, we'll try and fix these little technical difficulties while we switch up maps. Rave, if you can hear me, turn down the milliseconds down to 0. Try to see that if that works. Because you're probably at 1,000. That might be the case. So, other than that, I think we're good with how we are, how we're going right now. France winning their map pick.
You're going good. I'm not going good. What the hell, England? What's going on? Oi, bruv.
Oi, bruv. Hey, we get to see both.
I'm not Scottish.
Maps,
Calm
though.
down, man. Calm down. Whoa, not bruv. What is that?
2 of the 3 plastic maps, I should say, because 23 is another plastic map, right? So
this is the
that
Zoop
would
map.
be pretty cool.
This is 12 Zoops.
Yeah, 12 with the Zoop. I mean, both teams seemingly like the plastic, so I mean they've embraced it. Unlike the Trackmania community, which still hasn't embraced ice for some reason. Oh,
Ice is bad because it's hard, all right? And
ice is
it doesn't
easy.
work on keyboard, but it works on this, and it's... No, there are genuine issues with ice, depending on the input that you use. But I still enjoy ice a lot, regardless.
Ice is enjoyable and is easy to play on. You guys are just too lazy to actually learn how to play on it.
Wow, just calling people out like that. Whew. You're not making friends. You're not. I mean, maybe you are making friends.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to speak facts.
A line has been drawn in the ice, and you chose to stand on the right side. That's all.
It's been a year and a half. Learn the damn surface.
Anyways, 12.
Banter is finished. 12. Yes, 12. We get to see map number 12 now, which is the other quote-unquote easy plastic map that we get to see here with, well, the English liking this map a little bit more than the French. Sappy is 18th, Bigley is 13th. They have 34 8s to their name, but we are not going to see 34s. I'm definitely certain we won't. Bosbez has a 34-9 and 23rd place. Anexhammer is 31st with a 35-0-0-1, and so does Davigno. Is Davigno playing? Yeah, he is, right? Yeah, he is.
I believe so, yeah.
And their last player is Idle. Where can I find Idle? I don't see Idle. I just cannot find poor Idle. I know he's a good player. That's all that matters. I know he's a good player. I just can't find him on the leaderboard.
Oh, let's see if he's actually playing, though. It's only 3 players allowed per team, so let's take a quick look. We're going to see Anexhammer, we're going to see Bosbez, Bigley, Vigno, Volnera, and Sapi. Those will be the 6 players coming out, and this is the English's pick, so we'll see how it goes, because we already saw one of the players still in the looping right there for the Brits, and right now it's looking like the French could pick up that first point already. Volnera and Sapi currently in first and second, with Davigno and Bosbez behind by 0.4 of a second. That's not going to cut it. If you want to catch up, it's Bigley, just to take a quick look, who is way behind for the English at the moment. And it's not an ace quite, but it is a round win for the French nonetheless.
Yeah, the English picked this map, and I mean, honestly, low to mid 35s is what we're supposed to see on this, right? These guys are all in top 30, top 50-ish times, and that's practically what they could do. Not pace wise, right? You can have like, I don't know, like minus 0.5 from the saving, right? Of course, it's because the Zoop, right? That makes a difference, but a lot of these guys can do the Zoop pretty consistently. Look at Bosbez. Look at that. He just did the Zoop. Perfectly done by him, but he's still not ahead of Volnera, despite the fact that Volnera did not do the Zoop. And so we need to see faster times out of the English here, because Bigley and Davigno are still behind Sapi and Volnera here, and if Bosbez can't overtake Volnera, this is going to be another French win. Bosbez will have a better grass slide. Is it Volnera? He does! He snipes in the end with a better bug slide, and that is Bosbez's demise. It's a win for the French. A snipe at the end.
What a close one at that as well. 600s between the two players. It was looking good for Bosbez there, but yeah, it just came down to that bug slide at the end, and Volnera just had it a bit better, just a tiny bit better. As it is, though, this is not looking good. Yeah, no worries. Right now, not looking good for the England team, having lost 2 rounds in a row on their own map at that as well. We see a lot of the Zoops coming in. Vigno going for a Nice wide line. Hopefully getting a lot of exit speed out of that, but Volnera and Zappi at the moment still in first and second place. Alexander and Bospez at the back, 5th and 6th place. If Bospez can overtake, that could help out a bit, but it's all about those 1st and 2nd places at the moment in favor of France. And once more, a 1-2 punch coming in from the French side, bringing it 3-0 on fall 12 in their favor. Also, just I'm sure because of all the delay stuff is going on, it is France in the lead right now overall, 1-0. We're fixing all these things. Don't be too worried about it. In case you were wondering, like, hey, what's the score? But regardless, let's just keep an eye out on what's going on. Bospez going for the Zoop, but unfortunately crashing into that checkpoint right there. So again, England down one of their own players. And France at the moment set up for a ace unless Dvinho actually gets in between. But Dvinho on the landing right there actually clips the wall, and it will be an ace. There you go. Volnera, Alex, 1, 2, 3. France cheering hard in game chat. And
France!
They just need to bring in one more to bring up the score 2-0 in their favor. It's not looking good for the Brits. They need to pick up the slack, pick up the pace. They're losing their own map pick.
Yeah, that's not looking too good. Looks like the plastic is really in the French's favor. I guess the English just don't know how to manipulate plastic like the French do. Then again, when it comes to like plastic instruments, you know that the French are better at those than the English for sure. So
it's not artisanal, right? You gotta. Look, you're living on an island. You can't just mess around with plastic these days, right? Plastic straws kill whales or something.
Volnera.
Whales?
And he's
I don't remember. They're not good. All right, just don't use them.
Just don't kill the sea turtles, please.
Sea turtles. That was it. Sorry.
The English are horrified by what they heard in the chat earlier with all the Francing that was happening. So they decide to 1-3-4. And some really nice times there by Bospez and Dvinho. That's what we come to expect out of top players. The mid to low 35s are what's going to win you the rounds most of the time. And that's exactly what we need to see.
I mean, I guess the gloves are off, right? They just took them off and slapped back into the France's face like, don't you dare taunt us with that France talk. And you know, like, I mean, that's great and all, but you got to do a bit more than that if you want to win your map. And right now, we do have some nice zoops coming in, actually, from all of the players. Bospez, while he did get the zoop, did not really get the speed that you would really hope for. So for now, it is looking like all hope is on Dvinho and Bigley.
And Bigley's behind. He's in 5th place, and he won't be able to overtake anyone, sadly. Volnera and Zappi, 1 and 2. Look at the times. Sick from everyone except for Bospez with a 35. Yeah, everyone did exactly what they needed to do there. And France steal the pick of England. England only having won 2 rounds so far.
It's tough. I mean, maybe yesterday, I don't know, the moon was in the right spot and, you know, the stars were aligned or whatnot. I don't know. I mean, right now we're getting into random territory, all right? There is no control over which maps have been picked from any of the teams other than their picks in the bans, right? They just know they won't see any of their bans. That's it.
So and it's 2-0 for France, even though it says 0-0 still on stream, but I mean, we're still trying to fix everything that's going on right now.
Yes.
Horrible. Horrifying. How horrifying is it that we're like 3 to 5 seconds ahead of the commentary? Everyone's giving us different numbers, right? Some people are saying 2.5 seconds, other people are saying 6. That's a big difference, you know? That's a big difference to be delayed on.
I mean, if you guys want, I can predict the lottery for you guys, no problem. You just gotta get the ticket really, really fast, all right? Just really, really fast. So your winning numbers for today are... You guys are... No, you're not getting them, all right? You're not getting them. Think I'm gonna give you guys that prize money? Nah. Oh, but 19... Oh, it's Mika's time to shine. I just realized we're gonna get another masterclass.
Why did you not ban 19 up against France?
It's a very good question.
England,
that's a very good question.
What are you thinking? You're up against Mika, Volnera, Zappi, right? All these guys know how to play on ice, especially Mika. You know, the
look,
best
Mika,
ice player.
I think he would agree with your statement of ice is easy. I fully believe that.
Okay. Ice is easy when you've learned it. The problem is that no one's learned it, so everyone thinks it's hard. Right? So that's
true.
Right? Well, ice is hard, right? Have you ever tried to break ice before? It's pretty hard. Right? It hurts your
It
hand.
can be pretty hard, but you just gotta, just apply some heat and no problem. Like, what the heck?
I mean,
like,
I live in Canada. There is no heat. There's about 30 fucking centimeters of snow, you know?
Sucks to be
I don't
you.
know what to tell you.
Sounds like your problem.
It sounds like a Canada problem.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, Bigley and Davino Bosbez seem to be the ones who are going to be playing on this map once again. Idle will be idle on the sidelines, as well as Volnera Sapi and Mika seem to be playing for the French this time around. Let's see what we'll get. 30 seconds left in the warm-up before we do start.
It's tough, right? Because we already, like, 19, we can be all but sure that Mika's just going to pick up, top 3 spots like that. Right. I don't think that's going to be the question. Like, it's still 19, right? And we have seen many players fail at the end most of the time when they do have a good run going. But still, it's I think this is a tough pick. I mean, it's not even a pick, right? It's a random map, and I think it's going to bite England in the butt that they haven't banned 19, and now they're going to have to deal with the French, and their ice skates are on. They're ready to tackle 19, the one map that people, for some reason, can't get the overtime on if they're just getting into the Trackmania scene. I do love those screenshots, by the way. They're great. They're good stuff. Bigley agrees with that. Bigley crashing out right there. And at the moment, actually, Dvinho leading the charge with Mika and Volnera trying to get in between. And I would not be surprised if you guys have seen Mika yesterday in the Challenger versus Open match. Mika, with just a little bit of ice, can get a lot of time gained. And right there, you can see Mika just going way ahead of Dvinho, who had a great start. But Mika with a better second half, but slides out on the end. I called it. That ending is detrimental. Despite what you do on the rest of the track, that ending can really mess things up because of the high speed that you can gain with the high wall, the high ice wall here.
So how far ahead was Mika from Davino? Do you know? Do you have an idea?
About 7/10.
About 7/10, right? Davino just did a 44.2. So you're saying that was a 43.5 out of Mika? Potentially?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
His PB is a 41.9. Yeah. He's only one of 2 players who's gotten a 41 on this map. Poor Icarus can't even get a PB for a world record on an ice map for more than a day before Mika came in. But yeah, yesterday Mika played so well. Yeah, and it really showed that when he was playing on Icy Snake, he was just gaining 0.5 at the end of the map every single time. Sadly, he just couldn't keep up with the other players during the rest of the map, right? Because or else he would have won every single round quite handedly on Icy Snake.
TMGL just needs more ice. It's very simple.
TMGL actually does need more ice. There were only 2 ice sections on the entirety of TMGL. That's a 43.9 out of Mika, but they still moved around with a 2-3-5 in favor of the English. 2-0 for them.
It's, I mean, this is what we expect, right? Like, this is what I was expecting, Mika to just pick up 1s, maybe 2s, if the slides somehow don't go wrong. It's either getting top 3s or sliding out at the end. That's pretty much it. And Mika was in 5th place throughout most of that round just now. And for him to, just get the slides better than his opponents and his teammates, for that matter, as well, does help out the French. But in this case, I mean, the English are actually leading on 19.
They are. They're winning 2-0. Oh, but Bosbez, Davino, and Bigley, they all slide out. Yep. So, unless they royally mess up.
Triple crash?
Triple crash would be hilarious. All right, I'm just going to look at it from Davino's point of view. Oh, well, Davino's 360ing over there. Yeah. So never mind. Mika's going to win this one. Volnera's in second. And they're styling at the finish line.
Stuffy almost sniping Volnera there. Could have been.
These guys are just styling BM. I'm calling BM.
I mean, you know, if you bring home the ace, you gotta, you gotta bring some BM. All right,
So,
you can't just drop an ace on your opponent and then be like, "Oh, good game, guys, good game, good game." No,
right,
no.
exactly. That's why they wrote
fools.
France, and that's why Volnera just did a 360 right in front of the line. Oh man, Mika out to the lead with Davigno in second. They're gonna fight for it. I mean, Davigno's really good on ice, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
He's just not up to the level of Mika, right? Because Mika just has the world record on every ice map that's ever been in Trackmania, right? And whenever a world record of his is beaten, he just beats it within a day. So that's what separates him from Davigno, who is very good on ice, right? Better than most people. I'd even say a top 10 player on ice. The problem is that he's not Mika. Although Mika, he flips out. He was on a 42. That was a 42 time incoming. Caster curse. That is the definition of caster curse.
Yeah. I mean, Davigno driving a 43.2, like. But yeah, knowing that we could have had a 42, I suppose sours it a bit. But regardless, great times. But a 1-2 punch from the English coming in to counter that ace. They are still ahead, right? Like, France just got the one ace, and despite, Mika being ice god, they're behind.
They are. It's really... I mean, Mika's making the mistakes too, right? He's pushing way too hard, to be fair. As you can see, he's up in front. Everyone doing the ice slide actually pretty perfectly. It is Mika up ahead of Davigno, and Davigno right now, he's trying to catch up, but it's Bozbez right behind Volnera, then separated Bigley and Sappy, who's really far behind. Davigno, he slides out, he 360s, but he loses all his speed. He'll be in last. Bozbez does as well. And so Mika gets first. He's mad that he could not get his 42, so he'll get a 43-3. Sappy gets second. Volnera gets fourth. And so the French players bring it back 3-2. They can't allow the English to get up to 4 before they get up to 3, because or else they're in trouble.
It is trouble indeed. Like, we'll see though. I mean, as you were mentioning, right, Davigno actually, like he is great at ice as well. And I think that, like, despite that you could say, like, tit for tat, Mika is the faster player on ice, that doesn't mean he can't feel the pressure from Davigno. Although in this case, unfortunately, Davigno does crash out on that one pole in that ice corner that everybody has hit 100 times so far. Sappy sliding out this time, and it's Bozbez hunting down Mika and Volnera at the moment. And the rest of his team is quite a ways behind. Bigley behind by about 2 seconds, Davigno 3.5 seconds. So all he can really hope for is Volnera to like fully slide out there. I'm not sure if he did. I'm looking at Bozbez right now. Bozbez does not get over Mika. Mika does get the slide just right, so into number 1 he goes. Bigley tries to go for the number 2, and Davigno comes in for the number 3. Volnera kind of ruined it for France right there. They could have had a 1-2 punch.
I thought Davigno for a moment was Volnera sniping Bigley.
Oh.
And I was gonna be like, what a snipe that I saw was Davigno. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's just both English guys. It's 4-2 in favor of England on a map that screamed France win. And unless Mika, Volnera, and Sappy can pull themselves together, Bozbez, Bigley, and Davigno definitely doing the job. And I mean, those guys seemingly a lot more consistent than the other French players. Mika slides out. It's gonna need to be Volnera and Sappy here, because Mika is far behind. Bigley, though, he'll get a slowdown. So Davigno up into the lead. Sappy needs to catch up to him for sure. Volnera, he's crashed out. He's in 4th now, 0.8 behind. Bigley could catch up to him. Davigno, though, he's not here to make mistakes. He doesn't make mistakes. Or does he? No, he doesn't. He's gonna win the round. Bozbez with the second place, and Sappy! He hits the finish, can't even get 3rd. No podium for Sappy. It is a 1-2 in favor of the English, and it's
I
a
love
5-2
the VM.
win.
Great VM, Leo. Loving it. France strong, slapping back, seeing the English take their first map win in the semifinals, and on a France-favored map at that as well. Great job. 5-2 with that as well. It wasn't even that close. And we have a match on our hands.
France doing what France does best, right? Waving a flag that isn't the French flag. They just took out the red and the blue.
This isn't 14. I think someone carried the 1.
I do believe
24.
so as well. English definitely don't want to play on this. For sure. For sure.
We're not going to. So they're you know, like, no worries. Sweat off brow. Instead, we're gonna see 14. It's all good.
I don't know
worry
why
about
France forgot to ban the map.
I know, right? What the hell?
What's wrong with them? Why didn't they ban the map where their player is world record and everyone else on that team is like top 50? How dare they?
How dare they? Like, they should have known, honestly.
They should have known they were bad on this map. Actually, where is Davinia on 19? He's actually not a top player in terms of times on it. He's actually got a 43-1 as his PB, which is I think he does that on pace, right? Like that was pretty much pace-wise what he could do on PB.
Yeah, I mean, give or take a second, which on
Right.
ice is not odd playing long.
But for Mika, right, his PB was a 41-9. It's not surprising that he was on pace for a 42, but he was really pushing a lot, right? He was not saving whatsoever. And that causes their demise. 14 now. If I recall correctly, this is a very English map when it comes to just the scores in general. We will see, but none of the players, except for Leo is the top player on this map when it comes to PBs. He's the only one with a 33-7, but I doubt we're going to see 33-7s. Maybe even 33-8s, I doubt, during a match.
A man can only dream, right? That's what I say. And I don't know. We saw last time. Does that really matter, right? Should it matter? Who knows? Maybe this, like, all of a sudden France decides to just strike back, drive PBs every single round, and they're just gonna have a great time. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, at the same time, still rooting for England. I'm hoping for them to pick up another map win and tie up the score, because 1-2 is a bit better than 0-2. I'd rather see a 2-2.
Before I get called out, Annex Ammer is 18th with a 33-7-4. I missed him. I just don't have eyes. Alright, you guys know this. Anytime I list off anything off of trackmania.io, my eyes just do not see what I want to look at for some reason.
You were just looking into the future. We all know that.
Yeah, exactly. I was just looking into the future where somehow Leo gets a PB on this map so good that it gets top 10 in the world, you know?
Yeah. Oh, but that's just gonna happen, period, right? I mean,
right.
We're about to see it right here, right now. This round is going to be it, and if not, well, it's just gonna happen next round. This is gonna be map 4, Fall 14, between England and France. And England currently down one map. They would love to win this one to tie it up and be a bit closer to getting into the grand finals. But as it is right now, all the players are doing a fantastic job driving through 14. 14, not a hard map. I mean, but a map that is optimized.
It's one corner and one water bounce. And look at that, Bosbez doing that perfectly. He's got so much speed. Look at this time. He's about to set a 33.903. That's a very nice and fast time there. We should see 33s for sure. 33.9s, that should win the round most of the rounds. 33.8, I'd be surprised, but we could see one or two of them very, very low. Very, very high, I should say, 0.8s. We should not see anywhere near mid to low 0.8s.
I mean, I think it'll really, like, players like to push it on this one, right? It's I said it yesterday, I say it all the time. I'm gonna say it again, because who knows, you might have been around. This is a map that is easy, but you will see seconds between players if something goes wrong. Simply due to the risk that these players are taking just to get, like just 0.1 of a second ahead. And again, going into this finish, which is super close right now, it is a 1-3-4 in favor of France. And again, look at the timings in between these players, right? We've got a 33-8, we've got a 33-9, we've got a 34-0, like multiple 34-0s actually coming in.
Yeah, imagine 34-0s get you practically last place, right? That's insane to say, because when I was casting for the Canadians matches, right? Well, the guys were doing 34-1s, 34-2s on this map, and they were so far behind. And it just felt so weird to look at, like, they're doing it practically perfectly. Where are they losing all this time? Just like I'm wondering, how is Bosbez slower than Kebros and Anixammer here, who are so far ahead? Although Bosbez, he could snipe Kebros here. Oh, he clips! That's the first time I've ever seen that. And that's an ace. for the French and Anexhammer. Oh, wow, that time. 33.82. I have to say that is a low 8. And I'm eating my own words. Anexhammer just showing up. He did a 0.86 earlier, but he's really stepping it up here. If he gets a 0.7 at this point, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. I don't know.
Something. All right. Well, you guys heard it here first. Quantum Death God is going to do something. So be sure to follow the Twitter, check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and you know, like that all will lead into something.
I don't have a Twitter.
Oh, but be sure, actually do check out the Discord and Twitter and whatnot if you stay
please do.
And we'll maybe play along, right? And try to duke it out with all of these players. Or
it's even faster.
I don't know. All right, I don't know.
Oh my God.
They're just going fast.
They're zooping so fast. Davino has a 34.09 and he's in last. 34.002 gets you 5th.
I can't even drive that.
I can't even imagine that in my head. That is so hard to do. These guys are fast. These guys are consistent. That's exactly what you need on a map like this, where all that matters is really this one turn here and the water bounce afterwards. Anexhammer ahead of Davino, Bozbez, and Volnera. They're all fighting to catch up to him. Volnera a little bit more inside, so Bozbez will catch up with speed. Anexhammer getting a better water bounce than Davino though, so he'll get first, and he gets a 0.84 every time I see him go through the finish in first. I'm scared that he's gonna get a 0.7. He does not win the for his team though, because Davino, Bozbez, and Leo get 2, 3, and 5, and so it is 3-2 in favor of France on this map. I will do something that is entertaining if he gets a 0.7.
I do like entertainment, so you know, like something entertaining. Well, you guys can fill in the blanks, I suppose. Same way with Leo's name right there. You know, those lower those stripes there, you can just fill in anything there. I don't know what.
I still have to get gold on 21. How about that? Because I still don't have gold on 21.
You don't have gold on 21. I mean, all right, get to it. All right, you get to it. We'll do that live.
It's such a terrible map. It sucks.
You suck at speed tech. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. Excuses. Oh, these little finishes. Honestly, I want to call him. But look at the times. How am I supposed to say he was in first place? How?
Separated by 1/100th of a second was the top 3 there. 39. That was a 0.901 and a 0.908. Annex, not even close. What is he, Technoblade? Oh man.
But it's not looking good for the English at the moment though. They are behind enough that they need wins every single round. Vigno already making a mistake early on is kind of sealing the deal right now, and France able to go up 3-1 in the series, just one map away from winning. But Anexhammer and Kerberos in first and second. Bozbez crashing out. That slides out.
No 0.7. A 33.82 is PB on these rounds. Match was a 33.811. Oh man, he's so fast on this map. Such a good player. I mean, everyone here is such a good player, right?
Yeah.
But it depends what map, right? Mika was so good on 19. He couldn't carry his team on that map, though. Anexhammer, really good on this map, could carry his team. It really does depend on your teammates, though, right? You can win the round every single time, but it doesn't matter if your teammates come in 5th and 6th, right? So having your teammates be there in 3rd and 4th, right, at least, or even getting 2nd, right, is really crucial. Especially when you have a really good player.
I mean, I did say it before the map, right? Like the PBs don't really say anything, considering 19 was lost by France, despite them having great PBs, and England having great PBs on 14. Although at the end of the day, right? It's I don't know. It's just a beneficial thing for everybody. Just like I just love the fact that this competition is driving players to go faster, right? Despite the fact that you could see like, oh yeah, no, this player is supposed to be faster than this player because they have done that in the past. When you're competing against each other, you tend to push it when other people are pushing you as well. And with the rounds that have been as close as they are on 14, that was just a great map to watch all around. Despite it being 5-2 in favor of France, I think everybody did a fantastic job.
How happy do you think Necra is right now? Because he's casting for the French, as he always does.
He does.
Wonderful caster, by the way. Yeah, I think he's really happy watching this.
Oh yeah.
Definitely 100% happy to watch this, to cast this. Same with Bueno, right? Both French casters. Bueno really helping us out with the French cast in the past here for TSCS and TSCC. Necra, I think he's just following the French team in general, right? While Bueno is just French casting every match that he can.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I do believe Rumulus is casting for the English as well on his own channel. So everyone's casting, and I mean, who wouldn't want a piece of this pie? Because this is such a good match.
It is a great match, and while it is, I get, you could say, looking at the score, 3-1 in favor of France, this is just going to be a wash. No, not at all, right? The English have really shown their stuff, and I mean, 14 was just an example of how close things could be.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if it's going to be the case on 18, though.
18? Depends if they can get a good finish, right? Right now, I see Idol just practicing his ending here, and I mean, there's a reason. It's because he can't do it. So, yeah, you shouldn't be practicing your ending within the last 10 seconds of the warm-up. You know, like, oh yeah, I can get it one every 5 tries, this ending. That's not good to hear when when you're going into rounds, right? And I mean, when you play 18 in matchmaking, it's a little bit rough. I think the points might be messed up because Annex Hammer isn't in spectator mode, but we will see. Yeah. So Volnera will be in first, playing with Sappy and Mika on this map. Bozbez, Davino, and Idol, who will come out for the first time. Hey, Idol finally playing on, what map is this? Is this the 5th map? It is. So Volnera leads, Bozbez leads Davino, Mika and Sappy behind. Volnera, it all depends on this ending here. Bozbez a little bit more inside, and he'll crash out. Davino gets second, Sappy and Mika just behind. And so no one except for Bozbez crashing the finish, and maybe Idol, because where is he? There he is.
He's in. Yeah, he made it. He just showed up. He showed up. He made it. He's there.
Finally arrived.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. He got it. Not quite the ace, though, on the French side. But regardless, another round win coming their way. They just need to win one more map, and perhaps it could be 18 for them to move on to the grand finals. I mean, England, it's tough, right? Behind 3-1, and while it was 0-2, you could say, well, there's some wiggle room to get back into it. Now there is no wiggle room anymore, and the French have 3 maps to take out the Brits out of the tournament. And Idol, wicked flip right there, though, but unfortunately not wicked enough to keep moving forward, and instead having to fall all the way behind. Bozbaz, the only Brit in the top 3 at the moment, with Sappy, Volnera, and Mika in hot pursuit. Oh, Volnera actually crashing out. Sappy and Mika bring in the 2 and 3. Volnera does pick in the 4 at the end. Where's the rest? There you go.
The video went flying. He went to the moon.
Oh, he did? Oh, no, I missed it.
He did. I was looking at the video. Oh, no. That's so sad that that's not clippable, but... Oh, no, the video. He could have actually won that round. He was able to snipe Mika there in the end, but as he got in front, he just got one into the wall and then hit the plastic off of, like, the corner plastic and just went flying into the air. Poor guy. Hopefully he doesn't have any vertigo, because his legs might have just given out under him. Volnera needs to reset, and so it's an ace looking for the Brits here. Mika.
Oh, don't call it too soon.
Oh, I mean, I will call it too soon. Caster curses are what I'm best at. Bozbez is in the lead. Davino's in second. Sappy overtakes Idol. Davino gets a slowdown. Can Sappy overtake? No, he can't, because he's out. And Mika is going to get third. No ace because Idol gets fifth, but it's still a 1-2 with a 39-0 on the side of Davino. Some sick times from these sick rounds.
The first round win for the English on this one. They are still behind 1-2. They need to pick up the slack, pick up the pace, and try to, like, at least, carve out a little bit of a lead on the map itself, keep the pressure on the French team. Yeah. But you know, it's still 18, right? It's still 18. We've seen the Zoops. They're not in their favor, you know, like, and not only that, we've got the water coming in at this point. Let's see who flies in, who flies out. People go up, they all stay relatively near the ground. No problems whatsoever. No Air France, no British Airways coming in today. And instead, we just have regular driving going on at the moment. Volnera in the lead, Bospez in second, and Mika third. Sapi fourth, who are going to get into the finish line. Bospez crashes out a bit, but Mika gets in first. Idol and Bospez in second and third, but with a number 6 for Dvigno. That is a round win for France. There's Vigno. There you go. He did it. He made it.
Idol was in last heading into the water section. I'm just going to say that. Idol was in last. Idol was in last.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter until the end. That's what I'm saying. It's 18. Who cares?
It is 18. Yeah, exactly. You could be slow as all hell on this map. If you can do the finish consistently, you're good enough to play on any team on this map. Before we continue on, what skin does Idol have right now? Do you recognize that skin? Is that what I think it is?
I think that's one. I mean, you know, like, it's a bit too late for those who might have been interested in it. I think it's correct. That is one of our fall
limited edition skins, yeah.
That's right. Or I think they are still on sale, in fact.
Are they? I don't think so.
Until the end of the year. We need someone to check in.
All right, someone check in as, well, the Brits hold off on elimination for the moment. It is 3-2. Bospez gets first, and Idol and Dvigno get 4 and 5 as we talk about skins here.
They are, in fact, on sale still at the Gum Tree shop, so do make sure to check them out. Get yourself some cool skins. I'm rocking one of them as well. They look very snazzy cool and appropriate for the fall season.
I mean, the fall season ends in 2 weeks, right? So if you guys want to pick it up, you guys can still do it
outside as well. I won't tell.
I've been looking outside for a whole month. It hasn't been fall for a whole month for me, so.
Oh, it's fall around here. Don't worry. All right.
I mean, the leaves fall out in August.
Am I right?
Here, okay. Volnera in the lead with Bospez in second. Mika's trying to overtake him. Dvigno just in behind. Idol's in fifth. But can they keep up? Will Volnera and Mika make mistakes here? Oh, Mika does! Volnera does too! Mika will get second! Dvigno, can he finish? What's he doing? He's flipping! He still gets into the finish!
Wicked.
Oh my goodness, were you looking at him? Oh, you definitely you were!
I was, yeah.
Oh, we were both looking at the video. He was just on that corner.
Just gonna get in. Just trying to putting you know, threading the needle, I suppose. And in this case, the needle is just a water skiing section, and the Dvigno is a car trying to get through a needle. Maybe that's a more appropriate situation.
That was definitely a moment.
This time, though, so.
That was definitely a moment where, like, if you're on keyboard, right, you're pressing harder on your W or your up key, right? Like, faster! Come on!
Let's go!
Go! Volnera in the lead, Bospez in second, Mika and Sapi third and fourth, and Dvigno's DNF'd! He's not gonna be able to finish, he's completely out of it. Volnera, he's in first still. Will he actually crash this time around? Yes, he does! Sapi will get first, Mika gets second, it's an ace for the French! The last legs here for the Brits. They've only got one more mistake left in them before they're eliminated. And that mistake's been used. It's now 4-3 for the French. No more mistakes, or else it's over. And the final two, one of the players will be known, and that'll be France if they win one of the next two.
It would mean France in the finals once more. Have they even missed a single finals in these?
Did they get third? I think they got third.
I think they got third. Yeah.
Yeah, they got third in TSCC Series 1.
Series 1, yeah. Right. And then last one, they actually won. And this time, Sapi flying out of there. Hey-o, see ya later. So maybe this might not be quite the moment where France manages to knock out England, having lost Sapi to the water. That English Wa really driving a nail into that. But with Mika and Volnera still in the running, it's not quite enough. Volnera does crash out in the end. So England lives to fight another round or perhaps another map. They just need to win one more. Round number 9 happening on 18. I mean, honestly,
Okay,
with the way things have been going, it can go either way. It can go either way.
Okay, I don't think the players realized that it was 4-4. They didn't write good lucks in chat until like 20 seconds after they finished, realizing, hey, a minute. This is the final round.
Good luck in round 9. Good luck in round 9. Yeah, it
good
is
luck
what
in
it
round
is.
9. You always write GL in chat during round 9. And that's because if the Brits win this round, we continue on to map number 6. And if not, it's going to be the French cleaning house and taking the Brits out. Oh, to the Breakfast Club! Davigno and Bosbez up in 1 and 2. It's looking like good for them, but Mika and Sappy just behind Bosbez, trying to put themselves between him. It's all in the ending. Davigno in the lead. Will he mess it up? He's pretty wide. Can he still make it through? Bosbez right behind him. They both make it through. Both of them with low mid. 0.6 and 0.8 times. 38s all around. 3 players with 38s. That's such a good round all around. Bosbez and Davigno carry the Brits to the next round, to the next map. And what map is that?
I think that's 6. Did you say 6? That was not 8. 8.
8? No,
8.
The 6th map.
The 6th map, true. We're on 8. This is not 24. Not 24. Sorry, 23. We're not on 23. We're not on 23. All right, this is not 23. Or we're not playing on 23. I would have loved to seen 23, but we're not playing on 23. Not
23. I mean, we've already played on the other 2 plastic maps, right? If we've already played on the other 2 plastic maps, we should as well play on 23, right?
You think we can ask them to just play on 23 anyways?
Oh, we can ask them afterwards, right? While Yeah.
Like, hey, I know you want it all, but could you like just play on 23 just for a little bit, you know, just for a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. All right, the water on this one isn't as precarious as it was on 18. There's just a little bit of a water bounce happening, but most of the time we'll be challenging ourselves on these sausage blocks. So
I do love a sausage challenge.
I mean, breakfast has been served. English breakfast English breakfast does have sausages in there. So
yep.
You know, I don't know about the French. French do not.
The French don't exactly like it. I mean, we don't forget we got colonized by both, so we have continental English breakfasts, but French-speaking people. So it's really weird.
It's that really mashup. Weird. It's like a remix of sorts, if you will.
It's a European remix over here in Canada.
That is pretty much getting into the new world. True. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Rave out, what are you talking about?
Maybe that's the something. That is the something. We got it. That's the something. I don't know what the sausage. I don't know what it is. I'm sure the internet will come up with something. Maybe not. Actually, don't ask. No, not the internet. Stay away. Stay away. Internet. All right.
Internet, make it happen. You know exactly what the sausage challenge is. I will make it as worse as I would like to. I don't know about you, but I do like me some sausage. So, we are off to the races here. Warm up underway for the 6th map. A must win for the Brits here. Do you think they can do it?
I believe. And if you believe, then I believe in England. And I don't know where they're from. Like, unless they're from South London, then fuck them. No.
Hey, I got one, so you need one as well.
I have no affiliation anyway, shape or form.
No, but I said one earlier, so you get one as well. I get it.
That's the only one I'm doing. I
had one as well earlier, so I said it by accident. You said that one on purpose, but you had purpose behind that one.
True. You got it. It's an empowering phrase, right?
It is.
Empowering phrase. You can't half-ass it. All right, you gotta follow through like a good golf swing. All right, if you want that hole-in-one, you gotta swing true. But enough with all the
See, this is something you won't get with virtual casts, you know? No. Virtual's not gonna swear during casting, right? He's family friendly.
I mean,
we say damn and ass all the time. You know what else is ass right now? Where the positioning of these English players are, because Anixhammer, Mika, and Sappy are 1, 2, and 3. Bosbez catching up to the French, but I don't think it'll be enough. Yeah, it's gonna be a 1, 2. Can it be an ace? Oh, wait.
Yeah, things are odd. Yeah, things are a bit off. There are 4 French cars going. I do like the France with a 4.
Huh. Huh.
Is it like the Fantastic Four, except it's the France Four? The French Four?
The France-tastic Four?
Yeah. Get on this, Marvel. I'm sure Marvel already has the rights locked and loaded. Sorry, Disney. Okay, we didn't mean to. Please don't sue us. I know. Fantastic Four is the next big thing. All right.
Yeah.
It's not like a Fantastic Four movie came out that was actually good. So that's life.
Oh man. Alright, so it is 3-2 in favor of France. This is a must-win map for the English. And at this point in time, I mean, if the French continue to play with 4 players, of course they're gonna win, right? No wonder they were acing! Makes sense now. Everyone was just looking like, wait a minute, why is Sappy, Mika, Anix, and Voldera playing? What is this? Oh, it's because France got distracted by sussiness. Okay, that makes sense.
True.
I was kind of sus.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I know I'm pretty distracting.
I am curious though, like talking about the map specifically, right? 8 is relatively fast, and I have mentioned the water bounce in this case. The water is not necessarily the issue. It's the water wheels in the corner right after.
Yeah,
that
because you
we
need
can
to land
expect players
straight.
to fly out. Yeah,
you need to land straight. And if you land sideways, you're dead. Right?
Yeah, you just slide out. Straight up out
There's
of there.
actually no saving it if you don't land straight. Like I've never been able to survive it if I don't land straight, right? And you lose like at least 40 seconds if you land sideways. So kind of sucks. Yeah, imagine losing 40 seconds on a 35-second map, but still.
You don't even have enough time for that, all right? You only have 15 seconds to finish after the first guy comes in, all right? Come on.
Exactly.
We're not gonna give you 40.
5v5? The players are suggesting a 5v5 on this, you know? That could be entertaining. Maybe that could be in for the next TSCC. 5v5? That'd be impossible to cast, but still be fun.
I was about to say, yeah.
I've tried casting 4v4 before, thank you, TCS. That was very fun, but at the same time, really hard to cast.
It is hard to cast. It looks like we are live this time. All the players are in. That should be in. It's going to Mika, Sappy, and Anexhammer, all right? There's no Volnera sneaking in, all right? You stay out of here. This is not your fight. And instead, he's leaving the fighting to the rest of his countrymen. The moment Bosp is in the lead with Mika fighting hard for that first place. Bosp was so close to hitting the wall, but he does not in the end. And a 1-4-5. Good stuff coming in for the English team. And a round win with that as well.
So I'm just looking, right? The world record is a 31-1 on this map, and most players here, we just saw a 31-4, right? As our time. That's right next to Bosbez's PB. Because his PB is a 31.41, so if you can beat his PB here, that'd be pretty sick.
I'd love to see that. I always love seeing, like, that's the fun part, right? You see someone beat their PB, refresh, Dragmania IO, and you just see a few seconds ago, new PB set. That's great stuff.
Oh, you'll love to see that. Well, we're certainly going to see that with Germany, right? Because, I mean, that's Golden Trio, right? And that's the thing Golden Trio we're doing.
What was that? Checkpoint.
That was Volnera being very vulnerable to walls. Yeah. That just sucks. It happens.
It's a tough corner, right? It's the ending on this one is a tough one. You've got that the watery wheels into tarmac corner, and then into that dirt corner along with that as well, where you've got all that speed built up from the map, and it's a 90-degree dirt corner. It's very, very hard to survive in that sense when you're going at the speed that these players are going at. You really need to know what you're doing and make sure not to only lose too many gears and not too much speed, but also just stay in there. And here we go once again. This time we've got 3 French players pretty close to the top 3. Only Bosbez in between to ruin the fun. And Bosbez does clock into the number 2 spot with a 1-3-4 from the French side. They managed to strike back.
What's your PB?
Great round.
Do you know your PB on 8?
Mine?
Yeah, I know mine's a 32 something, but I okay, Davigno just got 5th with a 31-7. right? Just to put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume it's faster than mine. I don't know what mine is, but I'm just gonna assume
So
it's faster than mine.
his time is equivalent to like top 250, right? Can you imagine doing a top 250 time and coming in 5th?
That's life. I mean, this time it's not going to be Davigno or Sapi. I mean, they both crash out in the exact same sausage corner, and sausage is lethal when it comes to their corners. You just get sucked in, and out of it you do not get. And instead it is Bosbez, Mika, Alexander, and Bigley for the 1, 2, 3, 4. But with Sapi in 5th determining the result in the end, it is a French victory.
And the French definitely needed that one. They were down 2-0 at the start. Now they tied it back up 2-2. But if the English want to continue on to map number 7, they need to win 3 map rounds here out of the next 5.
I mean, at the end of the day, France technically could afford to lose this map, but at the same time, do you really want it to get down to the wire, right? I do. I'll say yes. I do. Sapi agrees with me. Thank you for the crash. PayPal is in the mail. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, Bosvez, Alexander, Mika, Dvinho, Bigley. These are the 5 players still in the running, though Bigley most likely will end up in 5th. This should be good if this is the end result. 1, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what you need if you are rooting for England. That is another round win. 3-2 in favor.
Do you send your PayPal by mail?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I got like post stamps and everything, and I use these special envelopes, right? Color coded, and that way people know exactly what they don't even need to open it. They already know what they're getting. All right.
Okay.
It's super easy. Super easy.
And how do they put it into their account? How do they get the money into their account? Just
throw it at your screen. That's my advice. Yeah.
Gotcha. Alexander in the lead. Fighting with Bosbez here. Bosbez is going to go a little bit more inside, but Annex... Oh, he clips into the wall. Bosbez, he's going to come in first. Oh, a sure win for Alexander. Goes out the window, and that allows Davigno to come in 2nd place on top of that. A win for the English. It's 4-2. They've got 3 map points, and then, if they do win this one, we'll go on to the last map. And do you remember what the last map is?
That will be 10.
That is 10, yes. And so let's see if the Brits can bring us to map 10, or if the French can rally 3 in a row here to fend off the English and go to the finals. They were up 3-1 in terms of maps. They could have taken 18 away from the Brits. They could not do it. And right now, they're having map number 8 being taken away from them as well. Bosbez is in 2nd place once again. Does Alexander crash? No, he doesn't. He's faster. Mika's faster too. It's an ace from the French. They answer back.
What a round at that as well. 31-5s, wow. 31-6s. Just a 131-8 from Bigley.
31-8 was last place. It was 6th, and a 31-6-6-2 was 4th. What is this? What are these times? These guys are insane. I'm losing my mind.
All right, I'm out of money, all right? I can't keep them off all the time. It's up to England themselves to actually bring home the bacon. And they have 2 more shots at doing so, and they have to pace, right? They're doing great this time, though. It's not Sapi making a mistake. No mistakes from Alexander. No mistakes from Mika. And again, we have this 3-3 going in, but only Bigley getting the corner right. All the other players sliding out of it. And Bigley does clock in the number 1 spot. Who is picking up the number 3? Dvinho does, and because of that, that is map 08 in the pocket for England, and we go to the decider on fall 10. Where did they just go? This is even worse than 16.
That's where they went. They went to the next map. They went to 10.
Oh, is that it? Right. Oh, they saw 10. They were like, oh, yeah, no, take it right here. Like, all of them just had their sat-nav. Please take a right. All right.
He's going to the sky.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, fall 10. This is going to be a nice, fast-paced third. No, this isn't 10. Oh, yeah, no, this is 9. 9 would have been fun as well, though.
This is 13.
Been a great one. Yeah. Oh, this is 13. Fuck me. Yeah, no. I didn't say anything. What are you talking about?
You're kind of making a fool out of yourself here.
Yeah, I am. That's okay. Sometimes I let you do it, but I don't want to, I don't want to feel like you're alone.
See, here's
That's
the thing.
my
When
excuse.
you make a mistake, I can call you out for it because I find it funny. Right?
True. It's true. All right, fall 10, full speed. I mean, this, again, will be a very close one. So I wasn't wrong about that. I was just wrong about the map.
Is it really going to be close? Because Davigno does have second place on this map.
Ooh, all right, never mind. It's going to be an easy clap. England win. Get out of here, French people. We ain't got no time for you. All right, learn to
Annex
get
Hammer
good,
is in
bro.
third.
Yeah, so this is going to be an extremely close matchup. This is going to be a joy to behold. It could go either way, really.
So there's only 5 players that have ever done a 35 on this map. And Annex Hammer and Davigno are 2 of those players. So, we've got ourselves a situation where both teams have a really good chance at winning this because they have top dogs. And then it's really slightly behind for the others. Bozbez is in 40th place. Volnera is in 32nd. They're separated by literally 1/100th of a second. So that's barely anything when it comes to PBs. Honestly, like, this map is purely just a pace map. It is a full speed. You literally never press the brake button except to, what is it, air brake?
Air brake.
So that's it. That's the only time you brake. It's to air brake. So expect some really low 36s. And if Davigno or Annex Hammer just want to pop off and give us a 35 for some reason somehow,
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I will accept any 35s, no problem whatsoever. Be sure to clip it and ship it if they do. Something that I just thought about and just realized, this, I believe, is the 3rd match in the playoffs that went from a 1-3 in favor of a team to get to the decider.
3. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. We've yet to see a
in,
reverse sweep, though. No reverse
We
sweep
have
so
not
far.
seen the reverse sweep happen. This might be the first one to actually occur. Will England bring it home? Let's find out. We are live. Final map, the decider. Bring out the decider of D to see who it is going to be. Is it going to be England making it happen to come back, or is it going to be the French to come in and defend their title? We've got a 2v2 going on. We already saw one English player crash out and one of the French players crashing out now as well. Davigno, Idol, Sapio, and Volnera, the only 4 players remaining to get some points in the pocket. And right now, it's looking good for the English. Davigno securely in his number 3 spot. Sapio trying to get a little bit of a wiggle going, but not enough to overtake Idol there. It is a round win for England to kick things off in their comeback.
So, Davigno just did a time faster than everyone else's except for Annex Hammer's PP. So, yeah, this is the kind of fight that we're gonna have. Davigno versus Annex Hammer, and then everyone else coming in behind. That's pretty much what we're gonna see for this map. And let's see, because this is the perfect map to end it on, right? 2 players with top tier times and everyone else pretty equal behind. Let's see what it does on this map. Davigno up into the lead. Volnera is in 2nd. Annex Hammer is in 3rd. Bozbez in 4th. And Idol is in 5th. Right now, the Brits are looking like victorious on this map. Davigno will win it out. It is a 1-4-5 in favor of the English. And look at those times. A 36-4 is not enough to even get 5th.
Nope. Get out of here, all right? If you want to keep up with the pros, you're going to have to drive at least point once. At least. And even then, we might still put you in 4th, just because. Great pace, though. And I mean, this is what I expect from 10. Great rounds and high pace. It's one of the full speed maps, and it's so much fun. Because it is a green series as well, isn't that prone to major mistakes, and it's all about saving just a few tenths of a second. Sapi going a bit too wide on the looping right there will crash out. So it is only 2 French players remaining in the running of it. Davigno in the lead as much as he is. It's looking like another English victory is in the pocket. And just like that, the comeback is looking more and more possible, leading the map 3-0.
Look at the time. It's a 36-04.
Yeah. Like I said, just bring the point.
0-4-3 is enough for 20th position. He's doing this every round. Davigno is carrying his team in a way that Mika could not do. His teammates behind him finishing in 4th and 5th. It's more than enough as long as Davigno comes in 1st place. He knows what he's doing. Just leave him to it. Anixhammer and Sappy and Volnera, what can they do? They're down 3-0. They had it within their grasp. They could have won map number 5, map number 6, but map number 7 is escaping them right now. It is right now Anixhammer versus Davigno, and Davigno just slightly ahead by 0.6 of a thousandth of a second. Bosbez comes in 3rd, which wins them the round. On top of that, the French, they just can't keep up right now. It's 4-0. We need a reverse sweep on the final map here for the French to win. Is it even possible? This could be the last round, or we could have 5 more.
It's looking like it is lights out for France, and all the power in their engines is disappearing, but Davigno just reigning supreme, haven't lost a single round so far, and this double looping causing issues for the French this time. It is Davigno though making the mistake, and Volnera and Anixhammer in 1st and 2nd. Perhaps this is the start of a comeback for the French team, with 1st and 2nds in the pocket. Bosbez trying to hunt them down, but Sapi right behind him. It's 4-1.
Oh, man.
So we're not done quite yet. It's not a full sweep from the English, and the French team will live to fight one more round, but they need to do this 4 more times. And all that really, it happened because Davigno made a mistake. That was the main thing happening. That really caused the issues. Maybe despite that, they still could have won, but it definitely hurts the English when they do lose one of their players, especially if it is Davigno.
Imagine Idol came in 5th place there with a 36-35. 5th place. If Davigno doesn't crash, he gets last with a 36-35. As right now it is another ace with another crash from Davigno in the looping this time around. Sappy, Volnera, and Anixhammer are going to come 1, 2, and 3. Nearly a crash there for Anix. That was close, but oh my goodness. Davigno can't keep it together right now. All he needs is one more good round, and for his teammates to pull it together. They have 3 more map and match points here to do it. They could get into the finals after being down 3-1 and 3-2. They have the opportunity. They had their map stolen away from them. They won on 19. How could this happen to the French? I am so impressed by the resolve of these English players. They've done so well to come back into this match, and Davigno crashes again! Volnera is down the lead. Bosbez is in 2nd, fighting with Anixhammer. Look at this! It's a 4-way tie, pretty much, heading into the final stretch here. We've got 2 more checkpoints. This is the last one. Will anyone win? Oh, yes, Anixhammer gets you slightly ahead of Bosbez. That's a beautiful snipe. And that's a win for the French. It's 4-3. This is a match. It is a series once again. No mistakes coming out of the French.
Actually denying it though. Are they actually denying this comeback? It was looking like it was all done and dusted, but actually coming back hard. Resolve, that 2nd win coming in on the French side. They're really pushing it to the limit. And it's what you want, right? This is what you expect from a semifinals, as close as it is right here, right now. Again, Davigno completely not in the picture. It's Bosbez, it's Idol, that's it. But at the same time, you see Enix, Volnera, Sapi, great pace, great speed, but maybe this time, oh, Bosbez is in 1st place, but Idol jumps a bit too far to the right. And so it has come down to the decider. What is going on?
Good lucks! Alright, chat. I want to see the good lucks in chat as well. You guys better write GL, because this is the final round to see who gets into semis and who goes home. This is the final round, no matter what happens, unless we somehow get a tie on this map, which is practically impossible. We have all 6 players going through the first looping perfectly and fine. Davigno's in the lead. He has not crashed out yet. He crashed out in the last 4 rounds in a row here. Idol's really far behind. So is Bosbez. A 2-3-4 here forming for the French. Anixhammer fighting with Davigno. They're on 0.0 pace. Will they be able to finish it off here? Will they be able to reverse sweep this map? It's a 2-3-4. They've got it in the bag. Will the French do it? The French, they're they're here! They come back! What a shot from the French! Down 4-0 on the final map! They get to the finals! They made it so hard for themselves! How did this happen? Oh my goodness! Heartbreak for the Brits! I cannot believe it!
Oh my word! And even
Both
with
of them
times
get
like
point zeros!
How? I think that is the question that will be going through the English team right now. How could we let it slip away after fighting back so hard, right? It started off with a sweep from the French side, winning 5-0 on their map pick. Then the English losing their own map pick once more, but with a 5-2. Fighting back on 19, which nobody expected. It went back and forth, a roller coaster all around, and Fall 10 embodied that roller coaster with everyone tripping over each other. Divino reigning supreme for 4 rounds in a row, only for the next 4 to not quite go his way. He was doing fantastic on the 9th, but I mean, it came down to the wire, and What a joy to behold. What a joy to behold. We still haven't seen the reverse sweep be fully fulfilled just yet, but how close did we get?
Could you imagine a team wins the first 3 maps and then in the final, and then the other team just comes back and wins 4 in a row? Could you imagine that happening? Could you imagine that?
I don't have to.
Why not?
It's gonna happen, all right? We're gonna see it happen. I'm predicting it right now. Germany, Austria, all right? We're gonna see Germany go up 3-0. Then Austria is just gonna strike back 5-0 3 times in a row. It's gonna turn into a 3-3. And then into the decider round, we actually get into a round 10. I know, it's insane. For some reason, we actually get into round 10. It's gonna be Fall 25. And, you know, just... it's Germany who's gonna clock in 1 and 3, but their number 6 spot just won't get fulfilled because for some reason they're just crashing on the 3 ring checkpoints all over and over and over again, and they have to be enough, and therefore we have to go to round 10. And I'm sure my crystal ball is lagging. I can't tell what the ending is. I'm sorry, I can't tell what the ending is. We're gonna have to wait.
My ankles are giving out. My mind has melted. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we head off to a break. We've been casting intensely for the last hour and 15 minutes.